Hello, my name is Steve Bush. I'm with International Epoxies and Sealers, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about our dual cartridge epoxy gun that is very versatile. It will do 300 milliliter cartridges 1-to-1, 200 milliliter cartridges 1-to-1, and 2-to-1 ratio cartridges also. And so today I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of an idea how to use it. This is how you pull on this to pull the rod back, and push this button right here to release it. So you pull back, and first I'm going to show you how to load a cartridge. This is our standard 300 milliliter cartridge, and the best way to load this is to put the bottom down first, and then go ahead and slide the top into position. Make sure it's seated real good in there, okay? And then just push the plunger forward like this, and you pretty much have it loaded. Okay, now most of our cartridges, probably 95%, have a break-off tip, as you can see. And the best way to get that off there is to stick a screwdriver in there and rock it back and forth until it breaks off. Okay, and it's very good to always purge the cartridge before you begin to use it. Make sure you pump a little bit out and make sure both chambers are flowing freely. Okay, so and then after you see that, go ahead and screw the static mixer on it, and then pump some material out of the static mixer, approximately 2 inches, to make sure that there's a good mix. Then you can begin using the product. Okay, now to unload the gun, basically push the button right here and pull back on the plunger, and then push down and pull out on the top. Okay, now this gun will also work for a 200 milliliter cartridge. As you can see, this is a lot shorter, but it will work for that too, and we do have 200 milliliter cartridges in our line now. This is a 1-to-1 where you see both chambers are the same size. Okay, so the first thing I do is I hold this with my left hand. I put the front end first on the 200 milliliter because there's a space here, and I slide the push rods forward until they seat in to the back of the cartridge. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And follow the same steps for purging when you're done. Now, pull back to take it out, and then just pull it out. Okay, now if you're going to go to a 2-to-1 cartridge, which as you can see in the size of the chambers with this one chamber is bigger than the other, and this is a 2-to-1 mix. So this gun is convertible to a 2-to-1 ratio. The way you go about doing that is go ahead and push the pistons all the way, push the plungers all the way forward like that. Okay, as you can see, they're all the way up. Then the one on the right, when you're looking at it like this, the one on your right, that plunger, go ahead and pull up on it like that. Okay, until it releases. Then you can go ahead and pull this back, take it off. Then there is a smaller plate that you mount onto the rod. There's arrows on the top of the plate, and you make sure the arrow is pointing at the arrow on the opposite plate. Okay, and then just push it on like this. Now, there is the chance that, because it is kind of a tight fit, that now this is up a little higher than this one. Okay, so you got to get that to go down and seat in there. Now to do that, if it won't push down and go in there by itself, you can take the other piston you took off and use that to hold it in place and squeeze it down like that until you hear it seat. Okay, then just pull the rod back out again, and now, as you can see, you have a small plate and a big plate. Okay, when you put the cartridge in the gun on this one, this is a short cartridge also, you make sure the smaller side is on the right. Okay, so you pull this back, slide it into position, seat the piston into the bottom of the cartridge, and you're ready to go. Okay, so take it out, pull it out, and you got that. Now, this particular cartridge is longer. It's a 2-to-1, and it works just fine with this also. Make sure the smaller cartridge side, diameter side, is on the right. Slide it into position, slide the piston into the cartridge, you're ready to go. Okay, so this is a very versatile, well-made gun. It's not real expensive, it's good quality, and it's very versatile. So one more thing I wanted to mention, that if you want to convert back to the bigger plate again, because you're going to go back to a 1-to-1 cartridge, there are times where it's hard to remove this plate just by pulling up on it. So if that's the case, go ahead and push the plate all the way up. There's a little slot on the side here, as you can see, a little slot. You go ahead and stick a screwdriver in through there and get it behind the plate and pull forward. And as you can see, it comes off fairly easy. Then you can take your other plate, the bigger one, have the arrow facing the other arrow, and go ahead and squeeze it down like that. Okay, and once again, you might need to use this to seat it into position, and so a lot of times you have to, because it is a tight fit. Okay, so I just go ahead and pump it on down with that plate in there until it locks into place. Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much.